Tell them what happened,
I'm going to definitely tell them what happened. Thank y'all for coming back. This is another episode of Tasting with Tank. This is the second episode. You can hear the first episode with Kev on stage after this, but it's only the goddamn audio.
What happened,
I don't know. It was recorded. It recorded for 1 minute and 13 seconds. And as you can hear, we were having a good old time.
We was talking movies and laughing and clapping.
All of that. Things that got me canceled. Man.
And maybe that was God not letting you get the black community
I don't
on your
care.
side.
This is my voice and not my face. You can't match it up.
Who is this mystery man who don't like the color purple?
Man. Anyway, so second thing that we're going to talk about.
Second take.
Kev's, what is it?
Travel.
And it's going to pop up. Travel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
So what specifically?
Well, let's talk. There's a couple of things we were talking about. I like to talk about.
Because you a hotel snob now.
I'm a hotel snob. Let's.
And actually, that's rubbed off on us too.
Let's go hotel snobbery.
Absolutely.
Let's go hotel snobbery. I want to talk hotel snobbery.
Yeah.
That's my tasting thing.
Yeah.
I'm big.
That's your taste. We should have done that first.
We should have did that.
But that was God.
That was God.
Absolutely.
Because that is.
Because we was like, what do you? I don't have a taste in nothing.
I have a taste in hotels. I have a taste in hotels. I've always had a taste. I just didn't know because financially I couldn't have a taste. But then when finances came, I did what I always wanted to do. And I love it.
What about that first time? Was it like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Am I going to pay for
You know what I'm
this?
going to tell you? The first time I stayed in a really nice hotel, I didn't pay a lot for it. Right? I'm sorry, covering up my mic.
That's all good.
We're going to have trouble each way.
That's all good.
Okay. So the first nice hotel Melissa and I stayed at was the Westin Moana Surfrider in Hawaii. My homeboy that went to our church, that's actually a great whole story how we got there. Hawaiian Airlines was having a sale.
Yeah.
And it was online. People on Facebook was like, yo, Hawaiian Airlines is having a crazy sale from Seattle to Hawaii right now. It was some off-peak time, like September, October. It was some time when people don't go. Yeah. But the tickets was like $300 round trip for me and Melissa. So I was like, oh, I could do that. Like it was stupid cheap. So we bought the tickets, and then I put on Facebook, like I kept it going. Yo, Hawaii got a crazy sale. Go Hawaiian Airlines. So my boy worked for the Westin, and he got us a Westin. Now it wasn't a crazy room, but he got us a friends and family discount. So the room was only $50.
Oh.
But it was the nicest room I ever stayed in. The view wasn't that nice, but the room, like I didn't care. Room? No, it was like, okay. You know when it opened up and you look at the air conditioning unit, and you're like, where the hotel is enclosed on itself, it was that. Yeah. But for $50, it was right on the beach. Oh, okay. I mean, like you go downstairs, you eat breakfast. It was like, had like a nice veranda. It had eggs Benedict. It had Japanese food. Hawaiian hotels have a lot of Japanese inspired food because Japanese people, it's like 6 hours from Japan too. Right. So, and then like you finish breakfast and you are on the beach.
Made it easy for them to attack Pearl Harbor too.
That's exactly why they chose it. I'm a big fan of World War II history too.
I'm a big fan of history.
When I come back, we can talk history.
Absolutely.
Because that's exactly what happened. And America was this close to being way more in trouble with that invasion. But anyway, me and Melissa it was $50. So we had like the whole experience of Hawaii, we paid like less than $600 to get there and come home.
Oh, wow.
So we went to this is super nerdy, but I don't care. So we got to Hawaii like maybe 2 or 3 hours before we could check in. So me and Melissa went to the USS Arizona Museum that got sunk in Pearl Harbor. We went on some submarines and stuff. I got pictures on old Facebook.
You just having a
Marcus was in heaven. It was World War history and museums. Two of my favorite things. War history and museum? Yeah. And Melissa couldn't really say no because we couldn't get into our room anyway. So, but man, that was my first really nice hotel that I got a hookup on. The first one I really paid for was probably back in Hawaii too. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton Waikiki. This is when I was like, and Marcus, at the last second, they were like, actually, we got a sweet upgrade because we went off peak again. His boy spring break was like April. And they gave us like a 3-bedroom penthouse for like $200 more.
First of all,
Marcus,
anytime you 3-bedroom
penthouse for like $200. They were like, we don't have a lot of guests right now. Do y'all want it? And Melissa was like, you sure? And I was like, we was doing better by now.
Yeah.
beautiful service, room service. Wasn't right on the beach, but the service
who
was.
cares?
It was. It was. Room service as good as real food. You know, room service ain't always the best.
Right.
This time it was just great. So those are the 2 first times.
Yeah. Now, so we finally saw how you definitely get what you pay for when it comes to, like, there's a reason you go to the Ritz-Carlton.
Right.
Like, we went to Hawaii and the hotel was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, room was beautiful, but the thing that made it top tier for us was Jamie. She was the concierge.
Concierge changed your life. That like a personal one?
Yes.
Yes.
She was absolutely. No. She was the hotels.
Oh, okay.
She was, but she felt like
she make you feel like it's just you.
She knew we were there on the anniversary.
Yeah.
She made our reservations for the week.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, they knew it was our anniversary.
Even outside the hotel?
Outside the hotel.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
She made the reservation. She let them know.
See, it makes you feel like your money was spent.
Mr. and Mrs. Tanksley, happy anniversary. By the way, like Jamie is literally every time we came back, we would give her a hug.
Yes.
Because she was that good.
That's when you feel like, okay, now if I'm going to spend this much, at least don't make me regret it.
Yeah, we wanted to go shopping. She said you can go on Lux Drive.
Yep.
Or what a lot of people do to save money, you can go around the corner a little bit. Things aren't that expensive.
There we go. Give me the local treatment, baby.
I mean, Jamie.
Yeah.
You that woman.
Right.
I was like, I want to fly her to our next spot. Hire her for the week. She's going to be here with us. That's the kind of money I need.
Absolutely.
To get Jamie with us.
Now you want to talk about service.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple of best hotel experiences I've had in my life. Mm-hmm. And this one you and Angel got to go to.
All right.
It's going to cost,
but
it's going to be worth it. Jade Mountain in St. Lucia. Okay, Marcus. The room is outside, inside.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We got there. We opened the door, and scenery is beautiful, but I quickly was like, wait, that's the world. That's like,
I feel breeze.
I feel like, where are we closing?
Yeah.
Like, I want that, but I wouldn't close it now.
I want options.
Right, because the bed had a net on it, like a mosquito net.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you usually do that when...
Is that like being sexy?
Right. They were like, no, it's protecting you at night.
You need this.
But it looks like Jurassic Park out there. You have a pool in your room.
Oh, wow.
And it was an infinity pool. So I got butt naked in there. Because you can't, like the room is, the hotel.
They needed to change them filters by the time y'all left.
Oh, boy.
A pool in we've done it in pools outside. But in
I
my
don't
room.
like sex in water.
I don't either.
It hurts a little bit. But you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it. But the hotel is carved into a mountain. Like literally into a mountain. So you look out and it's nature, birds chirping. You see the Tetons, I believe they're called. Two beautiful, majestic mountains. Pristine. The only thing I don't like about it's the only thing. It is hot outside. So it's hot.
Yeah.
There's no AC because there's no walls.
Right.
Like you're out in the world. You have fans, but fans cannot compete with the world. So there's another hotel called Sugar Beach there, which is also really nice, but it's a regular room. There's also no TV in there.
Does your body, on the temperature thing, does your body like acclimate?
I would say it does, and it's also not hot. It's like 72 degrees.
It's like island hot.
It's island hot, but I like the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Like I want to be hot when I'm outside.
Hot. Yeah.
But when when it's inside, and island, like it'd be warm still, even when the sun goes down, and it was humid.
Yeah.
So, but the experience was like a once in a lifetime experience still. But the reason I brought it up is because you have a personal butler. So they give you a phone 24 hours a day. They have a butler at all times. You call them, hey man, we want some cookies. Yes, sir, right away, sir. For breakfast tomorrow, can you give me this? What time would you like it? And if you say 7:13, at 7:12, 59 seconds, they knocking on your door. They change your room, turn down 3 times a day. The only bad thing is people was having sex in that hotel.
You can hear
Marcus. We come home from dinner, and there's only like 20 rooms in this hotel.
Yeah.
Somebody's back is getting blown out. And because there's no wall, the
wall,
door only has the thing, just like a blind.
Yeah.
So
it's like the vented thing?
They were like, it's 6:32. Like, I mean, so, they was smacking Marcus.
If you can't beat them, join them.
They was
about to get loud in this piece.
Man, I said, these people, we are, but y'all outside.
Y'all in a curtain orgy, just.
But it was a dope experience. It was so nice.
That's
it was
crazy.
Beautiful.
So you said it's on the side of a mountain.
Carved into a mountain in St.
That's
Lucia.
amazing.
It's outstanding.
Because when you first mentioned it, I thought it was going to be like the ones that's on the water, like Fiji.
Yes. That's my dream. I haven't done that yet.
I don't know I know if somebody I used to work with, they said they done it. It was just like.
I want to do that so bad.
Okay.
Fiji, Bora Bora, Maldives. Because that water be so blue.
It was one of the two.
Yeah.
And they were just like, once you out there though.
I've heard that too. So Tim Chanarangsu said that he stayed in one. And I was like, yo, how was it? He was like, actually, it was very boring. Like, he's like, there's nothing out there but the hotel. There's no nightlife. There's no excursions. There's some water. Okay. I never do nightlife either. Yeah. But he was like, if you want to go chill, it's a great place to chill. Yeah. But if you're into activities,
it's like a 3-day thing.
It's like a 3-day thing. Okay. Or a 5-day thing, but 3 days is like.
It's gonna be that, and
we in the water again today, huh? It's like that.
Yeah, that's my thing. If a place, I can't let myself get too relaxed because then I will do absolutely nothing.
But that's good sometimes. Yeah. Early in our marriage, we used to do always too much stuff, and then you come home tired.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed. That's what St. Lucia was. We had a perfect balance. We was there 7 days. We would do an activity heavy day, next day nothing.
Gotcha.
Activity heavy day, next, and I mean, go to the beach, drink, sleep, drink, eat, go on a night cruise, drink, sleep. Yeah. It was like, my stomach was out. Yeah. Stomach out in the world, Marcus. Yeah. Thong sandals, toes was wiggly.
Ain't nothing like some flip flops.
Oh, if you see a black man toes,
if you see me in some flip flops, you know I'm max relaxed.
Toes to sand, you mean that black man is relaxed? Because we don't be having our feet out there. We don't know what can happen.
I always got on socks.
Not me. My feet was out in the world.
No, I'm saying usually I always.
Oh, usually.
Yeah.
But in the islands,
South sand.
Oh yeah.
I don't like United States sand.
Right.
None of it. I don't care what beach it is.
It is softer.
I'm wearing Timberlands. On the beach. Put me on the island. Hey.
Timberlands are so much though.
Hey, I'm wearing.
There's so much between sandals and Timbs.
I can't wear because sand will get up in them. I need something high where can't no sand infiltrate.
Can you imagine walking on a beach with Timbs?
I've done it. Kev, let's go Malibu Beach. See what I come out there in. Middle of summer, shorts, Timbs.
You better not.
Watch me.
You better not.
I was in Disney World with the kids, and we hit. They got a little beach at the hotel, sand in the pool.
You packed Timberlands?
No, I did. I packed some OJs.
Oh yeah, OJs. Absolutely.
Walk around.
They get beat up.
The ones with the silver on the back.
Yeah.
Out there, I got a video of everybody's feet and then my feet. I ain't letting that sand touch my feet. Get out of here.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, fam. Hey.
We done again?
We done again, Kev.
Again?
Because I'm scared at this point.
Let me tell you. No, mine's still going.
All right.
Let me tell you 2 more hotels I really enjoy.
Please tell me.
Okay. The best service I've ever had is a hotel in Tokyo called the Hotel Conrad. Japanese society is big on service. So, like your concierge, Jamie, that's the entire staff.
Dope.
Everywhere, food, breakfast, and I enjoy an authentic cultural experience.
Oh, me too. I love it.
So we're eating Japanese food. I got to go to some museums. But
so when we planned the bombing on Pearl Harbor,
if they had
got their take.
I would go. I would
absolutely. Why y'all did it? They did disrespect y'all in that meeting. You had to put your foot down, like I said. Tired of sick of the way they treat me around here. I was so excited that was the initial
reading. The other side museum.
I got their story on it. I was like, I get it. It's like when I saw this, I was like, oh, that was not getting respected. Like,
we would bomb y'all
spit in my face every time you see me.
But the Hotel Conrad was amazing. It was New Year's Eve we were there.
Cancel this episode too.
That's hilarious though. You just want to be canceled. But me, Melissa, and Josh was with us. It was New Year's Eve, and we had a bottle of Dom Perignon, I believe, and there was fireworks, and it was just a very like, dang, this is kind of like crazy. My family's in Japan experience, so that was one. But the most amazing of all was we rented a yacht, which as things come out of my mouth, I can't believe I'm saying that. Because I'm like,
you said that.
I'm like saying stuff. Like we stayed in a hotel car to a mountain. We was in Tokyo, and then we rented a yacht. But we rented a yacht, and we spent 3 days on the Nile River in Egypt.
On the yacht.
Just my family, four of us, in a yacht that had, I want to say 6 bedrooms.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a staff of 22 people.
Wow.
And it was a fully immersive Egyptian experience, same way Japanese food.
Big flex!
Man! We had Egyptian breakfast, shakshuka. We had Egyptian hummus, which is made with eggplant, I believe, instead of
not chickpeas. Oh.
Yeah, so it's very smooth and creamy, more creamy than traditional hummus. They made breakfast, lunch, dinner. The boys, after like the second day, there was like first day lunch, they was like, can I just have like a sandwich? JoJo was like, my bride can't be eating this every time.
This is great. You know, but
cheeseburger.
I know we was wolves, but I'm a poodle now. You know, I don't need this every day.
I know we was wolves.
I know we was wolves, but you know, I'm domesticated at this point. Give me the burger, something bad for me.
That's hilarious. But they made breakfast, lunch, dinner too. They had Egyptian wine and the museums in Egypt. I mean, it's like
that ain't no museum. That's
that
like,
is just
this is what it was.
This is
This is the thing.
Yeah,
this
that
ain't
usually
stolen.
be in the museum.
Yeah, this ain't stolen,
bro.
You just put up a velvet rope. It was already here.
Marcus, that whole
did y'all get the real story behind the pyramids and all of that?
So
I know it's two different. It's two different stories.
That's what
things you can take.
It's a huge debate, and you almost have to choose a side.
Yeah,
you're either aliens or people.
Yeah.
Our tour guide was people. The crazy thing is she was saying, okay, so it made sense. But what she was saying was Egyptian culture, they value death more than life. So in their culture, it makes sense that they would spend their life creating something.
Took them 30 years to build a pyramid
because
of death.
Because they feel like we're going to be dead way longer than we're going to be alive. So let's make sure you make it. So, and then there's people who believe in aliens and all that type of stuff.
See, I wouldn't. So I haven't been. That's my dream thing.
Egypt?
I got to go to Egypt. I got to touch the pyramids. My people built that. I want to touch it. But I was watching this documentary. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's the one like breaking all these myths. He's from Egypt, and he's like debunking all the historical white history.
Yeah.
And he was like, he does a tour because he has a license to go in there and do the tour. He said, "Do you want to hear He said, "I give 2 options: the history that is popular versus the actual history and what all this actually came from." And they panned around to the back of this one of the catacomb or sarcophagus.
Yeah.
And it was like, race wasn't a thing back then.
Right.
It was not like race didn't come around to like 1400s or something.
Yep.
So, black, white, everybody was over there. But he said he showed us an image, or he showed the camera an image of this chariot riding. And it was like, you could clearly see it was black people riding a chariot over white bodies. And he was like, because so many people tried to invade Egypt's been invaded many times. But during this reign, and Ramses, I think, was one of them. During this reign, Europe kept trying to invade, and they were killing so many people. And they was telling this story. He was like, but this is part of the history that is not told.
I didn't even get that.
This is Egyptology, whatever he is. He always has on like an Indiana Jones hat.
I think that doctor, he gave us a tour of the Sphinx.
Okay,
I'm gonna pull up a picture.
He's like
he's the guy.
He's like the guy.
We paid extra.
But I was watching. I was like, oh yeah, they don't be letting it out there.
No, because it'd be so much of history be whitewashed. I bet you if I pull him up, you gonna be like,
just like Nefertiti. That bust is fake.
Zawi Hawass, is it him?
That's him.
He gave us a tour of the Sphinx.
That's amazing.
Personally,
I would see him like a celebrity because I've been watching this dude all my life.
This is the hat you were talking
about. Yes, that's him. Yeah.
He gave us a tour, and it's funny because our tour guide was like, "This dude is the dude."
No, he's National Geographic.
Yes.
So they call him. Can you take our cameras through?
Yes. So she was like, with the kids, she was like, make sure they seem interested because he got a little bit of an ego, and if they don't seem interested, he'll cut it off. So she told the boys this. So Zay and JoJo, boy, they
They're
were
giving them.
So, what would you say was the circumference of the cubic meters per block? I mean, they was just yucking it up. And afterwards, they were like, whoo, we passed. Yeah. But it was super dope to hear it from him. It was worth it. It was a very expensive trip, but like the memories are like life. All I want to do in my life is make money to make cool stuff with people I like and go to amazing places.
Absolutely.
If that's all I got to do for the rest of my life, I don't need $1 billion. I don't need to be famous. Sometimes fame gets in the way of what I really want to do.
Do what you do.
I want to go to a museum.
Yeah.
But if I got to be famous, I want to be so famous that I can shut the museum down.
And
be looking at myself like, get away, regular. I'm looking at this sculpture.
Get them out of here.
Okay,
all right.
Now you can end.
Now we can end.
I feel like you were trying to end me early because
No. I wasn't trying to end it early. Okay. I was like, no, we had a good run.
Cool. We had a good run.
Two
episodes in one day.
2 episodes in one. Make sure y'all continue through because it's going to, I don't know, I'll put some pictures up.
Put some pictures of me and Marcus like this.
All right, fam. Y'all have a good one. What's happening, family? Welcome back to another episode of Tasting with Tank. I'm your host, Tank, also known as Marcus Tanksley. The gentleman sitting beside me needs no introduction. Y'all know who he is, but do you want to let him know?
I am Kevin Fredericks, also known as Kevin on Stage. This is Marcus's favorite dance. It's my signature dance.
It is your signature
the bouncing
dance.
piece.
Is that what it's called?
I just made that up. It's a bouncing piece.
All right. So we are with Kevin today. Y'all know what he does. This is like, I didn't realize how hard this introduction was going to be.
Why?
Because usually people have to let you know, hey, I do this, I do that. But it's like,
what if somebody doesn't know me? I want to do what I do.
They're here because they know you.
You don't know that. They could have found you on Let Us Tell It or Tanks.
And they found all of that through.
It's possible.
All right.
Stranger things have happened, Marcus. Hi, I'm Kevin. I am a comedian and content creator. I go by the name of Kevin on Stage on all platforms except TikTok. I have my own streaming service called Kevin on Stage Studios. You can subscribe to that. I'm a husband, father, and friend. See?
He's my good friend.
Good friend!
Kevin Fredericks.
Fredericks.
He said it wrong. So, today, we're going to talk Kev's Taste in Entertainment, which is movies.
Movies!
So, what kind of movies do you like?
You know, I like all movies, I would say. I think most of my, obviously comedy. I'm a comedian, so I like comedy. But I've realized most of my favorite movies fall into like the action suspense story. So I'll give you my top 5 movies. They're really in no order. Shawshank Redemption, Dark Knight.
Okay. That's the second one, right?
Yep, that's the second of the trilogy. Memento, Saving Private Ryan, and Forrest Gump. So
really?
Yeah.
That's your top 5?
Those are my top 5.
That's interesting.
And I moved Forrest Gump in later because I watched it and I was like,
as a grown man.
As a grown man, this is really a flawless movie to me. But I realized I'm very Tom Hanks heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say Tom Hanks is on there twice.
And I'm very Christopher Nolan. He did Memento, Dark Knight. Inception is 6.
Okay, Inception's a good one.
Inception is also my favorite. I could take Inception, like they're really 5, 6.
Yeah.
The only ones that have to stay are
it's
Dark
like
Knight.
top 5 rappers. That fifth one always swaps.
Even swap ain't no swing.
Yeah.
Dark Knight and Shawshank are my top 2. The rest, you know.
Okay.
Memento, Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, and Inception. Those 4 can be in place. Yeah.
I've noticed when you talk about movies, I don't even imagine. I know exactly how you feel when I talk about cars.
Yes.
Because you get to going into cinematography and acting style, and then you
88
are
Ott. That's my 88 Ott.
Dude, you get to talking, and I'm like, I have no idea. I have movies. I don't know if I have a top 5, but I have movies that I always go to if I don't need to actually watch it.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm doing
comfort
stuff,
movies.
Yeah, if I'm just doing stuff and I just want some noise on, I have movies that I go to. And I know anytime I look at the TV, I'm going to see something that I enjoy.
Ocean's 11 is like that for me.
All 3 of those. I love.
Those are, if that's
I love all 3 of those movies.
You ain't got to focus.
Nah.
But when they go to Robbie, you're like, okay, now let me see how they
let me stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, but those are
turn
like.
this food real quick. Let me come back.
Big TBS. That's how I got to Shawshank. Because Shawshank Redemption was just, it was on TBS all the time.
I remember that.
So I just sat down and watched it. And it's just like, no matter where you catch it, in the movie, it's a good time. If you've seen it, Brooks just got out, or you just started, or the very end, you're like, oh, let me just watch this little bit. He's in the tunnels. You know?
Was that the third one with the dude doing the choreographing and everything?
The Matrix?
No. Ocean's 13.
What choreography?
The dude that he had to get past the lasers. He was dancing.
Oh, yeah.
That the third?
That's the...
Okay, the Fox.
Oh, yes.
The Night Fox.
He was in the
whatever.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in 2 and 3, right? No,
he was just in 3.
He was in 3? No, he was in both.
2 and 3?
Because they had beat him.
No.
Yeah, Tank. He was in 2 and 3 because the 3, Andy Garcia's character, Terry Benedict, had hired him to steal.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
So I want to say what you're talking about was in 2.
Okay, yeah.
But 2 I didn't like as much because they talked about the heist and they had already did it. And I don't like ones. Yeah. That's why I didn't like Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
Don't give me a fake heist thing that we didn't see.
Yeah, I enjoyed Ocean's 8.
I did dislike it. I didn't want to say it because it's mostly women. I don't want people to think it's because of that. But it's the same reason I don't like Ocean's 12 as much.
Because
the secret heist was somewhere else. And actually, we did get the egg.
Yeah, I get that.
Let me tell you why. It didn't happen in the movie.
Your suspense was robbed.
We didn't even see that happen. We saw that happen, but didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, but we didn't even see that happen. So how are we we got the egg 3 days ago?
Right. It's like, come on. Come on, yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Don't play the music. No. Give a damn now.
He was in jail the whole movie. They were in jail the whole movie. You can't give us the main thing that happened off screen, but now you're showing it to us.
Yeah. All right, so this is a fun question.
Okay.
What is a movie that is wildly popular that you think is overrated or you dislike?
Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, wildly popular, but I think is overrated.
And I know anytime you answer things like this is going to piss off the black community.
Yeah,
because black people, we all think that everybody has to have the same opinion and grow up the same way, eat the same food, like the same food, everything.
So this actually came from Brendan, and I ain't going to hold you. He said Purple Rain's not a great movie. The song is great. We love Prince, but it's not a great movie.
Nah.
And I was like, my initial blackness was like, you crazy, Prince. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I know Prince, and I know Purple Rain. I know Morris Day has a great scene. But he's like, if you watch the whole movie for a movie's sake, it's not a great movie. So I did, and I was like, nostalgia was heavy for me because I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I did.
Yeah.
But your blackness is like, well, you can't say nothing negative about Prince. And Purple Rain's a classic.
Right.
So I would say for that reason, right? And I can feel the blackness uproaring.
Yeah.
In people.
Oh, yeah.
Before you get upset, just rewatch it and say, do you like that movie for movie's sake only? And then come back and then you can yell at me. Because I was like,
I have one that's going to sound even more preposterous. What? And they're going to completely forget yours.
Good.
Also has the color purple in its name. Color purple.
I was going to say that one.
From a child, I always thought okay, it's a movie. But now as a grown man, a grown black man, I don't like how black men look.
You don't like Danny Glover?
Every black man in that movie is evil.
You know what?
It's like they wrote that movie to make black men look bad.
So
name a good one.
Danny Glover. No, I'm trying to think. He's god awful.
All of them are awful.
His dad ain't no better. Harpo is not mean in the way that Mr. is, but he hit Oprah. And he was weak, and then he had Squeak.
It's not a good one. And you know what? And even with that, it's like I said, the acting is great. You can't deny. I ain't talking about the acting in it or anything. I'm saying the movie in itself, I've never been a fan of.
I'm gonna tell you what it is about the color purple, and this is not what you're.
So
saying.
They already forgot what you said.
Absolutely. This got
burned me at the stake.
That got clipped and put on Twitter the moment that video
it's on Twitter.
I just don't. We watch The Color Purple like it's a comedy, and it is a very sad.
Dude, when I watched it for the first time as a kid, I was like, this is depressing.
Why am I watching
and then as I got older, my cousins were like, oh, Color. I'm like, y'all want to watch that sad? It's sad.
It is a sad movie.
Anything you do, that's like she was hurt.
She had a half hour of let's destroy the soul of this woman.
Beating. Dude, it was awful.
You're ugly.
Like, hey, Color Purple. Yeah, no, why do I want to put myself in that mindset?
We quote it like it's coming to America.
We quote it like it's Friday. Like it's Friday in America coming. That's what we most like. Is
I don't know why we think children watch that,
dude.
Children
as a kid,
we should have been watching that movie.
As a kid, even now, like like I said, when I was watching it as a kid. Watching him rape Whoopi was like, I didn't really understand it, but now I can't even watch that scene. It's
awful.
I'm like,
and Danny Glover was like 39.
Yeah, he was young, man.
He
was young.
looked every bit of old evil in that movie.
I can't even watch that scene. If I want to go back, I'll be like, I'm leaving until this is over.
And
I can't watch it.
Suge was like, you sure is ugly. I was like,
dude,
dog, man.
And y'all be loving it.
She laughed right in her face after saying, I was like, that was mean.
That let you know how bad black people got it if we go back. And that's good, fun entertainment.
That's our comedy.
That's our comedy.
She called her ugly to her face.
God dang. I just now had that epiphany. It's like, are we really? Do we have it that bad?
We have trauma so much. If everything is trauma, something got to be funny. Something got to be funny.
That's why back then, all the movies where people was dancing and they was dancing hard like something was about to dislocate. We had to dance out all the trauma.
Because remember in that movie, Oprah's character, Miss Sophia, she didn't feel at home until they were arguing.
Yeah.
She stabbed a knife. She said, "Oh, Miss Sophia home now." This is comforting.
What a relief.
When it was quiet, she didn't feel right.
Man.
But once she pulled the knife out of her, she said, "Now pass me the mashed potato, baby."
Look.
Miss Sophia home now.
Yeah, I'm standing 10 toes down in that. I'm like, y'all can have it. Y'all, I can't do it.
I get you, Tay. So I ain't gonna argue with you.
So my favorite, because you named your 5, my favorite is action comedy. But it's hard to execute and be good though.
Very, very hard.
One of mine, and I just came to this probably last week because it was playing on Netflix. 2 Guns.
2 Guns. I saw that again. You enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it.
I watched that.
I like their chemistry. I think it's their chemistry more than anything.
I did not dislike that movie, but I don't.
The plot and everything is like, but Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg's chemistry, I was like, this is great.
I don't remember anything about. I enjoyed it when I saw it the first time, but I don't remember anything about that movie.
I've seen it twice now.
I can watch it. Literally, if I turn it on, it will be like, wow, I enjoyed myself. I don't remember a thing.
I was busy doing stuff, and I was like, I remember that. Let me see what that was about. And I was like, I was busy doing stuff. I was like, yeah. Driving the trucks, punching each other like Denzel. Who would have thought Denzel and Mark Wahlberg?
What was the plot?
They were both undercover, but Mark Wahlberg was military and Denzel Washington was CIA or FBI or something. They didn't know they were undercover together.
He had a stretch of he was CIA, Man on Fire.
Oh yeah, that was a long stretch.
He was playing that role of gun guy.
Even Equalizer, he's retired. Like, oh, you don't like Equalizer?
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like, and Equalizer 2 is more of it. And Liam Neeson and Taken's the same thing. You is not that strong at that part of your age.
Yeah,
like you is 50 plus. I think Liam Neeson might have been 60 when he shot that. And he was a frail dude. Yeah. Like Denzel's a little bigger.
Second one, yeah.
And you're fighting young Russians and hitting them and they out. Yeah. Russians, their muscle be strong right here.
They got them strong.
Marcus.
I think they're born with them.
Yes.
Russian ox trap.
I suspended belief to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
But as 2 and 3 came out, I'm like, all right, now.
Yeah, because even in the first one, it was more skill than it was strength.
Yes.
And I think they kind of moved from the skill and went more to strength. And this is like, he could have set up some traps. And
he need to be home alone.
Yeah.
You're not physically just beating up a 23-year-old Russian in his prime. Yeah. I don't care what
Trained
you know.
assassin.
No.
Yeah, you need more skill. He was, I would never put Denzel on that category, but he was Steven Seagal. But then to see him, because I'm a huge Denzel fan, but like seeing him and Samuel L. Jackson like running movies now, it's like you got to cut that scene out.
1,000%.
I want to see. I know they're getting up there in age. I want to see them in more action movies because that's what I like, and I
want Denzel to be in a comedy. I want him.
That was a 2 Guns was like he would be great in a comedy.
What Robert De Niro did in Meet the Parents.
Yeah, Meet the Parents.
Because you don't have to be a funny person.
Nah.
Like Robert De Niro's not being funny. It just is funny.
Yeah.
I want to see Denzel and even he was a psychiatrist in this movie with Billy Crystal. Anxiety. I don't know that one. I gotta go to IMDb.
All right. But he's good his straight character is already funny.
That's what I'm saying.
In serious movies that come off as funny.
Absolutely.
It's just like
Training Day.
Training Day. Like that is hilarious.
And remember the Titans? Oh, it don't feel so good now. Do it. It don't feel good. Do
You
it.
can't tell me that he didn't have a comedic role in Remember the Titans.
Bruh, he was cracking me up. Hold on, Marcus. It's going to drive me crazy.
He would do great. Now that's why I'm feeling the space.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about the space. Let them listen and be quiet.
Cut that out.
Yeah, we can cut out
in post.
Oh, come on. I need to call Tony. Robert De Niro, Billy Crystal.
FaceTime Tony. He'll be a guest of a guest.
It's a psychiatrist. Analyze this.
Oh, wait.
Analyze this. He was like a mob hitman, and Billy Crystal was his psychiatrist, but it was a comedy.
Hold on, not Denzel Washington?
No, Robert De Niro.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew analyze this, analyze that. Yeah.
That's what I want Denzel. Yeah. I just want to see. I
love those movies too.
That's why I just want to see Denzel be light.
Yeah.
You know?
He could still be serious.
Because he was so funny, like in interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Like that Jamie Foxx movie. That Jamie Foxx. I don't
the interview?
Yeah, when he said, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah,
I'm blown away. He's funny.
There's not a movie he's been in where his character is like, but you can tell that's him. But that was funny.
Yes, $25,000 alpaca. You blocked that. He wasn't being funny, but it was funny to me. You blocked that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hold on, something else. No, it was something else from American Gangster. That he said, I can't remember what it was. Anyway.
Oh, you talk to Huey. You don't talk directly to me. You talk to Huey, and Huey talked to me. He slammed that dude's head in the piano. It was violent, but I was cracking.
He was like, so you want to be like him, huh? Is that who you want to be? We ain't going to sit here and quote movies all day.
It was a good time, though.
It was a good time. This was a good time.
Oh, it's over?
Was a good time. Yeah, that's it. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. I told you.
Okay.
It's Kev's Tech. I got to keep the people engaged.
We could have done this. I would have recorded. We would have had this conversation.
I've been telling the people, I'm going to have you at an hour at the most. That's complete. Meet me there, set up, talk, break down, and leave.
You are really good in camera.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was working on something, and I was like, I bet Marcus could act for real. Like, what you did in workplace comedy, I was like, Marcus ain't been trained.
I just did my thing. I said, I'm going to let y'all do the characters.
But you did. But you were believable. You were like Denzel. You're not being funny. In your character,
don't do that.
It's just funny.
Because look, I don't have an ego. However, comments like that,
You weren't trying to be funny.
Me and my ego.
Me and Denzel basically the same, bro. We the same.
Nah, hey fam. I know y'all enjoyed this. Greatly appreciate y'all tuning in. Kev, they know where they can find you.
You can find me online.
Online. Just
and in your heart.
Put in Kev and he'll pop up. Catch y'all next time on Tasting with... Oh, we didn't even pour a drink, but we don't need to. Catch y'all next time on Tasting with Tank. Y'all have a good one.
You don't think I drink whiskey. That's why you didn't even want to bother with it.
You want to drink some whiskey
now?
I'm
now? Done. I got to go. Love you, man. I'll see you next time.
All right, man. Give me my mics.
Oh, I'm walking out with your stuff.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Did it not record?
Marcus!
No! What the hell happened?
Marcus!
A minute and...
Marcus! Marcus!
Somebody called. I didn't turn my shit off. Somebody mother...
Oh, we was chopping it up too. What? Do you have the audio?
Yeah, I got the audio. Matter of fact, mine is still recording.
Dang, Marcus! Well, let's just do it again.
No, man, I don't want to keep you.
Marcus, it was 10 minutes.